The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
This defense for the Packers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
So this matchup, the second of 3 games in London this year. Vikings and Saints were here last week, and then the Broncos and Jags, they'll be at Wembley at the end of the month. Plus this year, remember, a 4th European game, our first one ever in Munich, Germany. It'll be the Bucs and the Seahawks November 13th.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They'll try and run the option left side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but...
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Second down, it's Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And Johnson's kick is good.
And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Take it in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game. And
he's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now Jones.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And Gano is going to miss this one left. Oh, it's no good for Gano.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Watkins here. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
And penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Throwing Jones.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The Packers had 2 and 2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Caught right side. It's Lewis. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. A gain there of 21 yards.
And when he made that catch for a 1st down, the first thing that broke into my mind, respect. He's still at it in a really demanding position. Broke into the NFL in 2006 and is still highly productive.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Ooh, with a juke. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They run for it with Hunt, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin with a run by Barkley
To about the 33-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a 2nd player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A first down carry for Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones, Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. We were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Final play of the half, Prescott.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go again to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Running right, Jones. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
And they give the Jones off tackle. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way that...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Again, it's Barkley.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Jones.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On third down, Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott now from the 50. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. And this is Cook with a grab. And he is going to... here. The Giants on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Up the middle, Jones. And some room to maneuver.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Prescott's going to keep this.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Dak Prescott with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of have this scenario, like what feels good to you or what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Jones now. Off the play fake. Flushed out right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Fourth down, Prescott. Forced out to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
That's complete to Tony. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Prescott steps away.
He's going to get this one complete here to Cobb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. For the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb from 17 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Johnson for the extra point try.
And the lead is now 24. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this.